Hey guys, Mediav, it's 11/7/2020, so I thought I'd do a little video. Finally got up and shaved and stuff. Took a nice hot long bath today, trying to make myself feel better, and took some chicken broth and had a little chicken soup. Yesterday I made a big thing of homemade chicken soup. Homemade chicken soup yesterday, vegetable chicken soup. And so I've been eating off that for the last couple days and stuff, and still, I still feel like crap. I feel a little bit better. I just woke up a little bit ago, but, um, so that's same old stuff going on with that. I still, I hopped on the hospital website and, to see if my results were on there from the test. They're not on there yet. Hopefully they'll be on there tomorrow. I hope my results are on there tomorrow. I'll just have to check and see. If they're not on there tomorrow, they should be on there Monday for sure. That's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It only takes 3 days for for me to get my results back. They said check within a few days, so hopefully tomorrow or Monday for sure. So I want to get those results back. I went to the website, and I went to the hospital website and everything, and my symptoms are, what they have listed there, you know what I mean? And more, and stuff. So, I don't want this, I don't want this, but I think I have this, but I don't want it. I don't want to be isolated for 2 weeks. I'm going to be stuck here with no tobacco, no nothing, and I'll be stuck in the house for 2 weeks. I could hop in the van, go for a ride by myself, and, you know what I mean, not get out of the van, and I could go for a ride, and, by myself, and, do that type of stuff, as long as I'm not exposing people, but, I'll, you know what I mean, it's, but you're stuck inside for 2 weeks, and then, my family member would have to get tested too, and if she's positive and we're both positive, then we're both screwed. How do we get groceries? How do we get groceries? How do I get to Walgreens to get my medications? They don't deliver, so how do I get my medications? What do you do? What do you do in those situations? So it's, hopefully I'll come back negative, but if it's positive, I'm kind of screwed. I gotta figure some things out. I still have a cough. I have crap in my throat. Oh, I woke up again with a sore throat. I was up at 4 a.m. with a super sore throat. I gotta look up some kind of remedies or something. Somebody said warm salt water helps with sore throat. I'll have to check that out. And stuff. So anyway, I'm sorry for rambling. My video wasn't even about that. So I know some of you guys are Trump supporters. Well, we got the official word today that Trump is out of there. Okay? Trump's out of there. Biden's in. Okay? Biden, I know he's a puppet. I know he had something to do with the BRAIN Initiative. I know he was part of the Obama, and the Obama administration was very secretive and stuff like that. I know all that stuff. Like I said before, I know Biden's a puppet. Is he a puppet of the deep state? Probably. Is he a one-term president? Some people are saying he's a one-term president because he's up there in age. What is he, 70, 78 or something like that? He looks a little old and he looks a little vulnerable. I have to admit that. I kind of worry. I was watching him walk across the stage, and I was worried about him falling and breaking a hip or something. I realize he's up there in age and he's a little vulnerable, but he did win. Remember, you guys, I know some of you guys are Trump supporters, but remember, he was talking about injecting bleach or disinfectant into your body to fight corona. Come on. He said, Trump has said some ridiculous and just dumb things. You know, I mean, the guy's smart. He's probably a genius, but he does some dumb things. He says some dumb things, you know, tweeting all the time and all that stuff, you know? So, anyway, I wanted Trump out of there. You can give me a thumbs down for that. I wanted Trump out of there just because he has done nothing for TIs. You know, people can spread false rumors around the community and say, oh, he was going to do a task force. Oh, if he gets reelected, he was going to do a task force. And oh my God, he was going to do all this stuff for TIs. And that's all false hope, you guys. That's the perps narrative. Okay, like I said a million times, I sent a letter to Trump going into detail. It wasn't a long letter, but I went into detail about this program and what I was going through, and that others were going through this. And out of all the people in America that write to Trump each day, okay, they read my letter. They read it. They read my letter, and they took the time to send it to a mental health place in Washington, D.C. And that mental health place sent me a letter wanting me to contact them for mental health services because they wanted to talk to me, make sure I was okay. You know, they took the time to do that. They know about us. They know about TIs. They know about targeted individuals. He knew about me. You know? He knew about me. Had to have. You know? So, under Trump, he isn't doing anything for TIs. He hasn't done anything for TIs since he got into office. He ain't working for us. He ain't gonna help us. He is not gonna help us. And my message is falling on deaf ears because I'm telling you, like I said a million times, again, they sent my letter to a mental health place in Washington, D.C. I threw the letter away. I wish I had it to show you guys. I was so mad I threw it in the garbage. I thought, he knows about me. You know? He knows about TIs. You know, and their administration is trying to discredit TIs, just like everyone else. You know, swear to God. You know, swear to God. But we got these, you know, the perps are still talking tonight. You know, they're like, oh, Trump was going to help us, and he was going to... No, he was not. He was not going to help us. He was not going to help us. He hasn't helped TIs at all. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sorry for getting loud. I don't know about you guys, but my targeting has gotten worse under Trump. I've been getting nailed the last couple years under Trump. Nailed, you know. I had some time off there for a while, and then all of a sudden these guys decided to hit me, you know, and under Trump. And I'll tell you something, I write to Trump, you know, I wrote to Trump several times, a handful of times, and my attackers aren't worried about that. They're not, you know, they're not worried. They're, you know, they're probably laughing. Ha ha. Well, Trump, you know, he's bought off by the deep state, probably because they have dirt on him, you know. They probably have dirt on Trump. I think he was controlled, you know, to be honest with you. So, I'm happy he's out of there. You guys can hate me for that. I'm glad Biden's in. Is Biden a puppet? Of course. Of course. They're all puppets. Obama was a puppet with the BRAIN Initiative. You know, I was reading about the BRAIN Initiative the other night, and it's totally about mapping the brain out and all this stuff. All this stuff they're already doing. All this stuff they already have done. The research is done. It's just, this is a cover story. the they've been able to map the brain out years ago, decades probably. You know, I think my brain's mapped out already. I think there's already cognitive model of my brain, because I swear to God, it feels like they can turn it up and turn it down, turn it up. They can make me into a jerk, or they can make me into a nice guy. They can make me into a jerk, or they can make me into a nice guy. I swear to God, it's like the guys pressing out, turning a knob. Oh, we can make him into a nice guy, or we can make him into a jerk. We can make him into a nice guy. We can make him into a jerk. Brian too says they can turn it up and uh, do all kinds of stuff. Turn an athlete into a vegetable. Turn a nice guy into a mean guy. I mean, it's so I don't know. But anyway, so I'm glad Biden's in. I'm sick of Trump. Maybe our country can get back to normal with all this nonsense and stuff that Trump's been, saying over the last 4 years. He's not going to accept defeat, or defeat. Is that the right word? Is that what I'm thinking of? I don't know. But he's not going to accept that he lost. So, they're going to have to drag, you're going to have security dragging his butt out of the White House, because he ain't going to want to go. He's going to try to fight this and try to do, a bunch of lawsuits and all this other stuff that, he's going to try to do to try to fight this, but Joe Biden won. I mean, he won all those states. I didn't think he was going to win Pennsylvania, which I was surprised. I'm surprised he took over Pennsylvania and stuff, and I was really surprised by that. And he really won by a lot, and stuff. So anyway, I feel a little wheezy. I have a little shortness of breath, and I'm getting a little wheezy, and I got a cough, and I just don't feel very well, you guys. I'm worried if I do have this, because I do have heart problems. I don't want to end up in the hospital. That's for one thing, for sure. It said, it said in my on the email. It said if I do have this, then they'll come up with a care plan. Okay, I have medical insurance, but I have Medicare or whatever. They only cover 80%. So the last thing I want to do is end up with a huge hospital bill. I don't want to be paying on a hospital bill for the next 5 years. I don't know if any of the stimulus stuff covers any of that for us. I don't know, but my medical insurance, Medicaid or Medicare or whatever it is, it only covers 80%. I used to have county assistance, which would cover 100%. I don't qualify for that anymore. I don't know why. I don't qualify for it anymore, So I'm worried about having big medical bills going through this crap. Hopefully it'll come back negative and I'll be fine. Maybe it's just the flu and I'll eat my chicken soup. But if it's not, and it is this virus, I gotta be very careful, and I gotta try to boost my system up, boost my immune system up and everything else to try to beat this thing, because I do not want to end up in the hospital. Not with my heart condition. And I mean, I don't know if you could hear that, but I'm getting a little wheezy now even, So I'm gonna cut this off. That's life for me, man. I'm telling you. So I hope it's going better for you guys out there, and I hope you guys aren't getting hit too hard and all this stuff. But anyway, we have a new president, and we have to accept that, and we got to try to make the best of this. And we need to come together, and especially TIs. Let's start all over again, TIs. When he gets in office, let's start contacting people. We gotta contact people, even if you don't think it's doing any good. Get off your butt and write a letter. I haven't heard anybody write to Trump. Nobody did anything. They complain, but they don't do anything for themselves. Start writing to people. Who cares? I mean, unless you're a felon or something and you're not going to get help. If you are a TI that doesn't have a criminal record and doesn't have a past or whatever, write to people. Let's try to stop this crap. Maybe, I'm not going to go into that. But anyway, I'm going to cut this off. I hope you guys do well, and I'll talk to you later.